All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back updates and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. All right, let's go down to the news proper as it is hot, as it is the development. As it is, Nnamdi Kanu files 500 million naira suit against Nigerian Medical Association over alleged forged report. Let's go down to that information. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has instituted a 550 million lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, and 10 medical practitioners over alleged falsified medical report issued against him. Development was disclosed by one of Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Maxwell Opara, in a video posted on his Facebook page on Friday. This is the FCT High Court, Abuja. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million suit against the Nigerian Medical Association and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him, Opera said. ASAri reporters in October 2025 reported that lawyers representing Kanu accused NMA of fabricating a medical report on Kanu's health without conducting any examination as ordered by the court. Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, noted that the report presented in court was dated October 13th, long after the court directive, leaving the defense no time to study or respond to it. That medical report we were served in open court today was dated October 13th. This obviously means that the defense has no ample opportunity to react to it. It was more of an ambush, he said. Moreover, the court had ordered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be examined by the Nigerian Medical Association, but that examination was never carried out, and the order was entered on September 26 and restarted on October 8. According to Ejimako, the NMA never examined Kanu as required, but rather based its report on information meetings held with him at Department of State Service headquarters in Abuja on September 18th. That order was never obeyed. They never examined him. That report was based on some information meetings they held with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as far back as September 18th at the DSS headquarters in Abuja when they were invited to do that by the DSS. The court and the DSS are not the same. What we are served in court today, we are not sure of where it emanated from, whether it emanated from assumption or from the information examination carried out on September 18th before the court entered an order on September 26th, he said. On Friday, Barrister Opara said the disputed medical report played a direct role in the court's decision to deny Kanu's bail. The court ordered that they should examine Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they never did that. They went and wrote what they called a medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court refuse Nnamdi Kanu bail, he added. Opara said the legal team had earlier written to the NMA and the doctors seeking clarification and accountability, but received no response or indication of remorse, prompting the initiation of the lawsuit. Based on that, we had written to them and they did not show any remorse. We have filed a 550 million suit against the Nigerian Medical Association and other medical doctors, he said. The lawsuit added a new lawyer to the long-running legal battle surrounding Kanu, who has been in the custody of the Department of State Service DSS since June 2021, following his controversial return to Nigeria and subsequent trial on charges bordering on terrorism and treasonable felony. All right, welcome back. This is an issue that concerns Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, you know that a report was given from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been feeling well. He has not been feeling too good. His health condition is deteriorating. Now, after this, the court gave order to NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, to carry out a test on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be able to ascertain his health condition. And according to them, they say that these people did not carry out any test on Kanu, that the information they brought to court was based on assumption or based on conclusion of discussion they had with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu around September 18th. But they never carried out a test. And because of this, the result of this conversation, maybe, when a doctor is conversing with someone, taking records, that was the record that was provided in court by the NMA, which was the reason why Kanu was not granted bail. Now, after this, Kanu and his lawyer are saying that the NMA never carried out any examination on him. He was not examined to ascertain his health condition. And upon that, when he contacted the NMA never showed any remorse of mistake or something like that. So on that note, Kanu and his lawyers now filed a 550 million naira lawsuit against NMA for providing fake information or providing an unverified information as regards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. That is what is actually going on. That's what's actually going on. They believe that the NMA has never gave the proper information as regards Nnamdi Kanu, that it should have been based on examination. All right, Nigeria should tread with caution over Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB lawyer Ejimako, Lawyer Ejimako, special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have said Nigeria should tread carefully over the trial of the Biafra agitator. Ejimako said when someone like Kanu gets upset with the system leading to agitation, the government needs to listen. Posting on X, Ejimako lamented what he called the disregard for court order that granted Kanu freedom. He wrote, Nigeria needs to tread with caution as it ramps up on the dubious trial of Nnamdi Kanu. When an alpha male like Kanu gets so upset with the system that he seeks solution in self-determination, you talk to him, you don't subject him to trial. The disregard of court orders and tribunal decision granting Kanu's freedom is not grounded in reason or law, but on ingrained primordial sentiments that have to do with how Igbos are treated in Nigeria. All right, Ejimako is trying to say here that Ndi Igbo has not been treated fairly when it comes to the Nigeria judiciary system. That Kanu, a man like him, who is seeking for freedom, should be someone that the government should give ear to. And the government have refused to do that. Of course, you know that the government have actually given attention to every other tribe in NIG that is fighting, for the freedom of these people. For example, when Sunday Igboho came up, for example, when Zazaki came up, all these people who came up with one or two things or the other, government have actually addressed it. But people believe that Ndi Igbo are marginalized. That's what Ejimako is saying. And that's what it look like. And that's not just that is what it look like. That's what it is. Looking at the indices, looking at the scale of balance when it comes to governmental positions, political positions in Nigeria, you can actually see, even based on actions and that other tribes exhibit, especially their politicians, other people might be okay, but I feel that practically what is currently going on in Nigeria is against Ndi Igbo is a political agenda. People who have decided to seize power